Hi guys, it's me. Well, today there is no reading. I just want to talk about a few things. I want to talk about this guy that we saw yesterday, and I also want to talk about when things are falling apart in our lives. And I've seen this with readings that I've done. I did a reading for this guy about a month ago, and this guy was convinced, oh forgive me, this guy was convinced that somebody did witchcraft or cast a spell on him. Right, the first thing that we think when things are falling apart in our lives is like, oh my god, somebody did some brujeria. Right, some witchcraft. And I just wanted to tell you to be very careful with what you say to yourself, to your mind, to your head, to your brain, because whatever we put our energy into, that's what we're gonna get. And if we are convincing ourselves that somebody casted a spell on us or things like that, then we're just gonna leave there trapped, right? This guy was like this. It's like about 3 years ago, my life started to fall apart. Like, if I start a business, it goes down. If I things with my relationships, like they keep falling apart. And even though he didn't mention anything about spells and stuff, that's the first thing that I thought, because yeah, that's the first thing that a lot of people think. And I was like, no, it's not that. It's the fact, like, sometimes when we get in our ego, the last thing that we think is that maybe we're doing something wrong. Maybe we are doing the same thing over and over, repeating the same old patterns, and that could be the problem why things are not working out. Another thing that I was telling him is like, look, the economy is bad, not just for you, for everybody, and it's been bad for a while. So just be careful what you tell yourself, because you're gonna believe it. And the energy that you're sending this energy and making like a little bubble, right? Keeps growing and growing and growing, and before you know, like, you are paralyzed in fear, right? Over here, like, oh my god, what happened? Like, do I have witchcraft like done on me and stuff like that? Like, no, forget about that. First of all, you need to find somebody that really knows what they're doing, right? And another thing is, like, nobody wants to make a few bucks just to get such a bad karma, especially if it's something that they do to harm somebody. Like, that is bad karma. We don't want that in our lives. Oh my god, no. So sorry, it's like really hot over here. But what I'm saying is that, be careful what you put to your mind, because like I said, you get trapped in this mentality that everything that is going wrong with you is because somebody is doing some bad juju on you. No, forget about that. Right? Okay, another thing that I wanted to talk about is about this guy, right? When he's in the upright, it's somebody that is very proud, somebody that has some kind of a victory. It's somebody that is being, like, all these people cheering up for this guy, right? But when he's in reverse, this is someone that becomes like really egotistic. And a lot of times, this could be also somebody that it's waiting for people to recognize whatever he did, right? Perhaps he didn't get his parade like over here, and now he's feeling sorry for himself because nobody's recognizing everything that he has done. And what I want to tell you is, like, when we do that, when we're expecting for people to recognize everything that we has done for them, or whatever we did, right? We are working from our ego. And this is a bad thing because, you should always be proud of whatever you do. Whatever you do, it's you should pat yourself on the back and say, like, listen, even if somebody's not recognizing whatever I did, well, I'm proud of myself, right? I will throw my own parade. And I'm going to say, like, look, I did this, I did that, and I'm proud of it. You don't need to announce it, right? That's the victory. When you do things that come from the heart and not from your ego, this is a thing that you have to be very careful, because when we're in our ego, like I said, we're expecting for people to come in, celebrate or to say something, when we should be doing that for ourselves. Do that for yourself. Because like I said, we cannot always be waiting for people to recognize whatever we do. Look, when you do something and it comes from your heart, everything else will follow. But when we do something from our ego, everything and everybody is going to start keeping away from us. Because like I said, we're operating from our ego, right? And yeah, that's not a good thing. That's not a good thing. This guy, like I said, this guy, if he sees that somebody's getting the recognition that he believes and he feels that he's entitled to have, he will get really upset. He will get bitter. He will get envy. He will get he's not gonna be a nice person. Right? Because like I said, he's gonna be operating from ego, he or she. And the difference from people that do something from their heart, people start recognizing that. They are like, the more we want something, the more that something stays away from us, right? It's like people that are always focusing on money, like material things, and before they know it, they don't have anything. Because the one thing that we want so bad is the one thing that keeps away from us. And this is, you have to be careful with that. Because like I said, when you do something from your heart, like I don't think that Mother Teresa did good things thinking like one day she was going to be famous. No, that followed her because she did it from her heart, right? She did it without expecting anything back, without expecting people to come and say like, wow, you are such a great person, you did this for me and you did that, and you're magnificent, and she didn't do it for that. She did it because she was just like good person. Right? But when we're like this, we're expecting to be recognized. We're expecting people to come to us and celebrate and say like, oh, you did that for me. Oh yeah, hooray. This is kind of like we're entitled to have that recognition. And we shouldn't feel entitled to anything. So yeah, be very careful with this energy, because like I said, you could fall into this trap of being like so obsessed on getting this recognition that you don't need. You really don't need. Just pat yourself in the back, and before you know it, these people will come to you and will say like, wow, you know what, you did great, you did this, you did that. There is a person in my life, right, that, oh my God, this person is always, I notice that people that have like water in their chart, they feel like this, right? If they don't get the recognition that they feel that they should have, they get like this, right? Like they go to the point where it could be something like very needy. Like, I need this. I need the recognition. I need that to make me feel good. I need that to make me feel that I'm doing good. You don't need that. Like I said, you know that guy or that girl that we like so much, right? We like Peter. Peter is everything to me. Peter. And Peter is like, ew, back off. Like, because they start feeling this energy of neediness, right? Like, I need Peter to survive. I need Peter to tell me that he loves me. I need Peter to tell me that I'm a good person. I need Peter to kiss me and love me. No, the more we want something, the more it's gonna reject us. And that's with everything. Like I said, when we're operating from an ego place, yeah, it's gonna be away from us. The more we want it, the more we're gonna be getting separated from that. So yeah, just be very careful. Please be very careful. Another thing that I forgot to mention yesterday is that Mercury is going to be in retrograde soon, and we're already in that pre-shadow, I believe. So a lot of people from our past are going to try to come back. It'll be a good time to right our wrongs, not to start a relationship, because whatever starts in during the Mercury retrograde, it's gonna end very fast soon after. It's like a little spell in the air that makes you see things or believe things, but then after the planet goes direct, we start seeing the person the same way that we did before the retrograde. So just be very careful with that. And like I said, yeah, just be very careful what you feed your mind, because whatever you think is happening, you make it a reality. And that's, you know, only good things. Make good things a reality. And like I said, you don't need, this guy doesn't need to steal anybody's spotlight. He can have one on his own. But like I said, it has to come from a good place. Otherwise, the universe, God, your guides, whatever, they're going to put you in check very quick. And they're going to bring you down to earth. Just saying, like, listen, back off. You need to have your own light. You don't need anybody else's light. Because like I said, if nobody's saying anything to you, if you're not being recognized, just wait for your turn. You don't need to go and steal someone else's light. You don't. Right? Just wait for your turn. Keep doing whatever you're doing. Do it from a place of love, and you are going to be perfectly fine. Right? So, yeah. Okay, well, that's it. I hope everybody's well. And, yeah. Bye.